Greg Ennis and Steve Silverio, and we trust you had a great Thanksgiving holiday, and get ready because now through the close of business Saturday, Steve, what are we ready to do?
Just do the deal!
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, it started at the beginning of the month, Steve, with your November to Remember. But before we talk about all the good things that are happening, we need to really get the blood flowing, so let's hit the gong. Woo!
Let's go, let's go, let's go. 3 days only.
Ladies and gentlemen, here's what's going on right here at the all-new Devon Nissan, Steve. First of all, we are, believe it or not, at the end of the month already. I cannot believe that this month has went by.
It was quick. It was quick, wasn't it? I'm telling you. And we've been running these sales all month long. But this is the last 3 days of the month. It's the day after Thanksgiving, and we've got 3 days left that we're going to absolutely give you some offers, so don't move, don't leave your seat. I've got cash and cash. I'm going to fill your pockets with cash for the holidays.
He's got the cash, and I have a feeling too, Steve, as I look around to my left and right, we're inundated with gifts, and it's not even Hanukkah or Christmas yet.
It's getting very close.
It is
so
close.
What we want to do is for the end of this month sale, we've stocked up again, truckloads of TVs, Xboxes, PS4s, PlayStations. Yeah, you can tell you how old I am. The PlayStation. We had ColecoVision when I was a kid. You know what I mean?
ColecoVision.
Yeah, we had ColecoVision called Pac-Man. Okay, that's how far I go back. But anyway, so we got gifts. We got more gifts. We've also got a multimedia player, which is a laptop, and it does all kinds of different games. We've got your choice of any one of these gifts: 55-inch, 4K, and again, 4K, this is how smart this TV is.
College graduate.
College graduate TV. This TV does everything but probably cook you dinner, and I think if you figure it out and you get online with it, I probably can figure out how to cook yourself dinner with it also.
Cook all the leftovers, right, that you can get to yesterday or the day before.
Leftovers. But again, a lot of gifts, no obligation other than to purchase the car. Gift comes with the car, besides all the great cashbacks, rebates. I've got one automobile, sport utility, the newest sport utility to the Nissan family. That's going to be a rock bottom price, and you're going to be able to own it. We're going to get into all that. We got a lot of good things, so stay right there. Don't leave. Watch what we're going to do here, and I bet you get off the couch this weekend and come down and buy an automobile.
And before we get into those deals, Steve, there's one very important message that we need to convey to the folks in New Jersey, Pennsylvania, Delaware, and the Lehigh Valley, and here's the message we want to convey. Between now and the close of business Saturday, if you get down here and see Steve, if he cannot get you approved, then who can?
Nobody can.
Now, let's turn our focus to one of the many reasons why this continues to be a November to remember. And just a moment ago, Steve, you alluded to a fact that you've got an unbelievable opportunity right now on a Nissan, a brand new Nissan. And let's talk about the Kicks. We hardly ever talk about the Kicks, but right now you have a fabulous, fabulous offer on the Nissan Kicks.
Yeah, it's a vehicle that starts out at $21,000, goes high as probably $23,000, $24,000. It's our newest member to the Nissan family. It's a sport utility, which everybody loves to drive today. 70% of all the vehicles sold through most of the manufacturers, other than taking out the pickup trucks, is your sport utilities. SUVs are very, very hot right now. And we've got one for you here at Nissan. We've just came up with this program. I've kind of left this car out because it's been very limited production. But all of a sudden now they're loosening up production. As they loosen up production, I have more cars. I can give more offers on more cars. So we've got a whole lot full of Kicks. Our goal is to sell 20 or 30 of these for this weekend, and I'm going to tell you something. I'm going to make it well worth your while to come down here and buy a sport utility.
I like when you talk like that, Steve. What are we talking about?
We're going to be talking about a $199.
$199?
$199. You own it. And a lot of people talk about, well, let's put $2,000 or $3,000 down and let's either lease it, equity purchase. You've heard all the vernaculars. And in 3 years, you turn it back in. Not that that's a bad program, but understand, 50% of the country today leases, the other 50% buy. So what I'm going to do is take care of the people that want to buy something. If you want a $199 payment with little or nothing out of your pocket. $199 a month. You own it.
Hey.
Come on down, pick out a vehicle, be able to drive it home that day, because at the end of this 3 days, the offer's off, because the money that I have back from Nissan, the dealer cash that we have, all the money that I've assembled, I'm putting it towards this and giving you a one-time offer for $199 a month. Come down and drive home in a brand new Kicks.
And by the way, not only is that a fabulous Doorbuster Special at $199 a month, and remember, you own it. It's a brand new Kicks. You own it at $199 a month, but also, Steve, included with your purchase, whether you get here today, tomorrow, or through the close of business Saturday at the all-new Devon Nissan, the last business day of the month of November, you get included your choice of a gift as well. Not only the deal at $199, but the gift as well.
You get one of these gifts behind me. Again, I'll go through it. 55-inch flat screen 4K TV, college graduate, Xbox, PlayStation 4, multimedia players, gifts, and more gifts. My way of thanking you for coming down to see us and purchasing an automobile. We're going to give you a gift along to boot. And with the gifts, let's get right into the next offer.
Hey!
I've got probably right now, off the top of my head, if I gave you 10,000 reasons.
10,000 reasons?
10,000 reasons. I'd be here for an awful long time on why you should be buying here, right?
I'm got some time.
I'm going to sum it up in one four-letter word. And it's a four-letter word that we all kind of love. It's called CASH.
You like that, Steve?
I love cash. I know you out there love cash. We all love cash, and here's the cash. I've got $10,000. That's 10,000 reasons why you should be here this weekend.
Hey!
You get down here this weekend, and I can show you how to put $10,000 in your pocket for the Christmas holidays. But you need to come down here, and you need to look at some vehicles. Now, what we have is we have our Murano. All right?
Wow.
One of our not best-selling, but it's the second best-selling sport utility we have in the lineup. It's the vehicle everybody wants to own, but because they've run with $1,000 off, $2,000 off, nobody can afford the Murano, because the Murano starts out at $34,000, $35,000 and goes all the way up to $50,000, depending on what trim level you have. How about if I told you I've got 10,000 reasons why you can buy that right now? That if you buy that vehicle today from me, I'll give you $10,000 cash back in your pocket. Now, again, what's the $10,000 represent? It's money. It's real money. Don't think for one moment that if you buy that automobile, I don't write you a check for $10,000. I will write you that check for $10,000 and give you that money for the holidays. Or, again, what some people elect to do, you might want to take $5,000 of it, put it towards the car, get your payment down. You may want to pay off some bills. It's your money. Do what you want with it. You may want to, again, like I said, lower your car payment. You may have some negative equity in your trade. You may want to use $4,000 or $5,000 of it, but you still have got enough money there to take some home in cash and put the rest down towards the car, prepay your insurance. Use it for whatever you want, but there's 10,000 reasons why. Get off that couch, get out of that easy chair, wherever you're watching this. If you happen to be in one of the clubs and it's Friday night or it's Thursday night and you're sitting at home right now, it's party time, all right? As you're doing this, you're looking and going, oh my God, $10,000, honey. I'll be right back. When I get to 10,000, our drinks are on me, okay? Yeah, baby, let's go. It's going to be a November to remember at the all-new Devon Nissan. Remember, up to $10,000 cash back on Murano. Your choice, Pathfinders, Maximas, up to $7,000 back. Ultima and Sentra, up to $5,000 cash back. Not the least, you own it, $199, brand new Kicks. It's 3 days and 3 days only, included with every purchase. 55-inch 4K TVs, a lot smarter than me. Multimedia player, PlayStation 4, Xbox. Credit amnesty, credit amnesty. And remember, if I can't get you approved, nobody can. And don't forget, we're closer than you think. You know me, Philly. Just do the deal.
Next vehicles we want to talk about is the Pathfinder and actually the Maxima. They kind of go hand in hand with what you've got going there.
Either or sale. Either or. Take the Maxima or take the Pathfinder. Now, here's one for you, Greg. You've been listening, I hope, as we've been going through these offers in the office. Tell me what you remember to be the reason. How many reasons do we have that you should be buying this Pathfinder or this Maxima?
Well, in this case, we have up to 7,000 reasons. Up to 7,000 reasons, because we're talking some serious cash. And by the way, Steve, we're talking about a Pathfinder or Maxima, and it's very unusual to have cash back on those vehicles. This is a great opportunity. If you've been wanting one of these vehicles, great time to really get one.
This is a pre-Christmas sale. I'm telling you, way pre-Christmas.
This is the gift.
This is a gift. 7,000 reasons. And let me tell you something. I never thought Greg really listened to his meetings. I thought all he did was just sit there and take notes. The man listens. There's 7,000 reasons.
Somebody
why.
says $7,000, you're going to listen.
Exactly. We got his attention, all right? It's $7,000 in your pocket. Take the money. Do what you want with it for Christmas. Do what you want with it after the holidays. I don't care. It's your money. It's your cash. Come on down. Purchase an automobile. Get $7,000, and quite frankly, and hey, you got a TV. That thing could be worth up to $3,000, $2,500. In addition to, you've got the Xboxes, the PlayStations, the multimedias. Man, we got it all. I'm throwing everything in but the kitchen sink, and stay tuned. It may be the last couple of minutes of this. I may have a kitchen sink or two for you also.
You know, I'm thinking about it, Steve. You're giving them the cash for the holidays here with these cash back offers, and you're hooking them up with a gift. So you're taking care of a lot of their shopping today while they're here.
I'm telling you. Hey, imagine having, again, we got the Murano for $10,000. Imagine having $10,000 to go out and spend for Christmas.
And the TV. You get the TV.
And the TV. Take the TV home. Or the PlayStations, and again, all the gifts. Or you have $7,000 on the Maxima and the Pathfinder. Hey, listen, that's a lot of money.
That's some serious.
I mean, if you look at it, that's probably 20, 25. That's almost 30% off. 30% off the Muranos. 20 to 25% off on Pathfinders and Maximas. I mean, those are big discounts. We ain't had those discounts since I was a kid. All right, when you get 20, 30% off an automobile. Right now, you've got manufacturers out there saying, oh, I'm giving you 18% off the sticker. I'm giving almost 30.
And we're telling you what the amount is.
And my vehicles half the price of theirs. You look at what they're doing. I was watching it the other night. Their vehicles are $67,000. Mine are 30, 35. So I'm giving you bigger discounts for half the vehicle. You don't have to spend $60,000 to get 10 grand back. You can spend 35 and get 10 grand back. So come on, folks, huh? 3 days. I know you're sitting home right now. I know it's Thanksgiving. This will be airing Thanksgiving, obviously.
Thanksgiving and
right?
Friday and Saturday.
And Friday and Saturday. So you'll be sitting there going, let's flick around, you know, for the ones that, you know, of course, I'll be watching football, so I ain't doing no flicking. But some of the people say, hey, heck with football, maybe flick around a little bit, and all of a sudden you say, hey, there he is.
There's Steve. I'm hanging with him on Thanksgiving.
I'm hanging with him on Thanksgiving.
Turkey dinner with Steve.
The deal. I mean, it's funny. We have a lot of customers come in, Greg, and a lot of them say, Steve, I spent all night with you. I said, ooh.
Don't let your wife hear that.
I said, ooh, how the hell did that happen? All right. I go like this. Holy, you spent all night with me. And they said, yeah, 2 o'clock in the morning, I couldn't sleep. And all of a sudden, I'm flicking around the TV. I say, Devon, Nissan, just do the deal. I said, let me, holy smokes, I got to get entertained here for the next half hour and watch this guy trying to sell me a car at 2 o'clock in the morning. Guess what? Ma'am, you were here. You're here now buying a car. So guess what?
It works.
It works. It works all night. Okay, we're on all night. We're on all day. We bombard the stations that we're on. Thanks to Greg and his team, they do a heck of a job at these buys and buying these spots for us to get the word out. Hey, when you got something that you're giving, that you're a wholehearted believer in, and you've got $10,000, we're financing everybody no matter how bad your credit is. If you don't come see me, there's nobody that can do it. All these sounds good cliches. Just do the deal. But I believe in them. They're true. You come down here, give me your opportunity, give me a shot. I'm going to tell you what, you're going to walk out with a bunch of cash, you're going to walk out with a bunch of gifts, and you're going to be happy that you see me because you're going to get yourself in a brand new automobile. Yeah, baby, let's go. It's going to be a November to remember at the all-new Devon Nissan. Remember, up to $10,000 cash back on Murano. Your choice, Pathfinders, Maximas, up to $7,000 back. Ultima and Sentra, up to $5,000 cash back. Not a lease, you own it, $199, brand new Kicks. It's 3 days and 3 days only, included with every purchase. 55-inch 4K TVs, a lot smarter than me. Multimedia player, PlayStation 4, Xbox. Credit amnesty, credit amnesty. And remember, if I can't get you approved, nobody can. And don't forget, we're closer than you think. You know me, Philly. Just do the deal.
Now, speaking of just doing the deal, this guy right here has been in a few sales with you over the years, Steve. This guy is a Philadelphia guy. If there was ever a Philadelphia guy that was a part of your team, this guy is it, Mr. Clarence. Now, he's been with you a long time, hasn't he, Steve?
That's old CG right there. that's CG right there. CG. Clarence Green, come on down.
Now, Clarence.
Yes, sir.
How can we help you?
Look, I've been coming here a long time. I have a friend who was asked about the $10,000 cash back to the Murano. He wants to know more about that. If that's true or not, he just want to know, look, can you get a deal, come in here and set it up for him?
Watch this. In fact, it's funny he said that. I would just walk by his desk and I'm listening to him. He going, sir, I'm telling you, it's real. It's real. He says, $10,000? Clarence goes, absolutely. So he goes, Clarence goes, you can come down tonight, come down today. Hey, I'll be here until 8 o'clock to when we close.
Got the car and got the cash.
Right, I got the car, I got the cash. All you got to do is show up, all right? It's all up to you now, sir. And Clarence goes, Steve, are we doing something? $10,000? I said, we're going to go over in a minute, Clarence. In fact, I'm going to have you on the show, and I want you to tell him how excited this guy was. And again, hey, you get a chance right now, CG, to sell yourself out there because, hey, guess what? Man takes care of his customers. For all the time that you've been with me, one thing I'll tell you about CG, he takes care of his customers. Nobody leaves unhappy. He makes sure of it. I can't say enough about the gentleman. You need to come down and see him. I'm telling you, if you're looking for an automobile, this man right here will get your deal approved. He'll get you what you need for your trade. He'll get you in a brand new car. You make the offer. He sells it to the sales managers. Then he comes back out and says, congratulations. His job is to sell whatever you're wanting at that particular time.
And Steve, I got to tell you, every time I see CG, as you call him, he's always smiling. He's always smiling.
CG, we're not going to get into why he's always smiling, but let me tell you something about it.
Hey.
CG is the happiest man on the planet.
Hey, that's like
He's the happiest man on the planet.
happier than you. You're always happy, Steve.
Well, hey, you got to be happy for a couple of reasons, all right? I love selling cars.
You do. That gets you excited.
We're selling a lot of cars. When we sell cars, salespeople make money. It supports the dealership, obviously. And again, we couldn't do it, and I'll go back to, like I say on every one of these shows, you, the people out there, thank you, thank you, thank you. You make it all worthwhile. In fact, just before we shot this, I was just talking to a lady. She come up to me. She says, Steve, I don't think you remember me. I remembered her face. She bought a car 3 years ago. And she goes, I just wanted to thank you again. I just bought another one on Saturday. I said, I thought I seen you in the showroom on Saturday. But, again, I don't want to come up and say, hey, I've not seen you somewhere before. I don't want, like some kind of line, right? But we smiled, and she just caught me just now. And she said, this is my third car from you, Steve. She goes, but I got to tell you something. When I originally talked to you years back, my desperation was desperate. I had an old beat-up car. It wasn't running. You towed it in here. You got me out of that car. You paid off my loan. Again, with trade amnesty, we paid off a loan, got her into a new car, and here she's come back and bought 1 and 2 cars and couldn't thank me enough just now and said, Steve, it's all because of what you did here. And it's not because of Steve. It's because of the team. It's CG. It's Ed. It's Matt. It's TJ. It's Nick. It's all the team that we have here. Danny's been with me a lot of years. He's back on my service department.
Got Till?
I got Till's. Till's been here a long time. Till's actually been in this store longer than anybody in the store. All right, she was here through the previous owner because I just purchased this store, 3 years ago now this month, November 1st. So it's thanks to everybody. Greg, thanks to you and your team. We've been airing these commercials ever since we've been open. We also aired them in the previous store we're in. And we have a used car operation up in Bensalem. We do the spots up there. So it all works together. But again, it goes out to you and the public because none of this would be worth it unless you, the public, came in and bought the car. So again, I thank you. Thank you. I can't thank you enough. And we got the holidays coming up. Be safe. You and your family, make sure that you're safe and you keep your family safe. And let's come down and purchase a car. Let's pick up a TV. Let's pick up a PlayStation, and let's rock and roll.
Yes, Clarence, your customer can get the up to $10,000 and get the gift. What do you think?
Yes.
What do you think Steve's going to say to that?
Fantastic. They're going to say, let's do the deal.
Yeah, baby, let's go. It's going to be a November to remember at the all-new Devon Nissan. Remember, up to $10,000 cash back on Murano. Your choice, Pathfinders, Maximas, up to $7,000 back. Ultima and Sentra, up to $5,000 cash back. Not the least, you own it, $199, brand new Kicks. It's 3 days and 3 days only, included with every purchase. 55-inch 4K TVs, a lot smarter than me. Multimedia player, PlayStation 4, Xbox. Trade amnesty, credit amnesty. And remember, if I can't get you approved, nobody can. And don't forget, we're closer than you think. You know me, Philly. Just do the deal.
One more offer we want to turn our focus to.
Actually, we got two more.
Two more.
Two more. We got the Altima and the Sentra, which I believe is about the same money, if I'm not mistaken.
I think you might be
I think
right.
you can do a either or on that also, like we did the Maxima and the Pathfinder.
Okay.
So let's do the either or. Again, the Altima, we forget about that automobile. We sell a lot of Altimas. It's our second best-selling automobile compared to the Rogue, and then you've got the Altima. And then, of course, you got the mainstay Sentra. It's been around for 100 years. We've got $5,000. Now, think about this. You're coming and buy a Altima. And after you do the deal, I sit there and go, how do you want this check made out? Of course, the wife goes to me. Okay, yes, ma'am. You tell me how to spell your name, and check goes to you. But you get the check for $5,000 on any one of those two cars. And they're right. Hey, understand, too, buy a Murano, get $10,000. Buy Pathfinder or Maxima, get $7,000. But still, for even a Sentra, okay, and again, it goes up to 20-25% off the sticker price. I'm giving you a check back, giving you the check back. That's your money. Do what you want with it, especially on those entry-level automobiles that don't cost as much as the other products. You're still getting a terrific bargain, $5,000. That goes a long, long way, and you still have a low monthly payment.
Come on over here, Nick. You're hanging over here. What's cooking?
Nothing much, guys. Nothing much. I saw that you guys were over here, and I want to, reintroduce myself to the public, let them know that Nick's here.
All right. And Steve, I know Nick has a special job here at the all-new Devon Nissan.
Here's what we've done, okay? We've always talked about if I can't get you done, nobody can. And like I tell you, 80% of the time that does work. How about if I tell you now with Nick as being the new addition to the team, that if I tell you now works 100% of the time, no matter what your credit is. Now watch, let me go in the stages of credit, and then Nick can better explain this. Primary business is your 700 plus FICO scores. Primary. Anybody in the planet can get in. You negotiate the deal. Bank buys it. Low monthly payment, low interest rate, no problem. Then we have what we call non-prime, which is a little bit less than the 700s, in the 6s, mid to upper. That's non-prime. A little tougher. Interest rate might climb a little bit. Blah blah blah. Then we go into what you hear popularly, what they call subprime. And that's anything from 520s, 550s to low 6s. Then we have Nick. What's Nick? Nick will take it now from 520 to 0.
Huh?
To 0. He'll take that FICO score, that credit score, and he'll turn that into a car deal for you.
Wow.
All you got to do is come in and ask for Nick. Okay? He's going to be our new dealing Dave. He's going to be our new finance specialist.
Wow. So what you're saying and what Steve's saying, Nick, is that deals before that could not get done because they were lower than those previous margins that Steve mentioned, you've got banks and programs for these guys?
Yeah, Steve just brought him in. I'm really happy, and I'm honored that, he's put me in that position, really. But we have a lot of people that couldn't get done anywhere else. And like Steve says, he just wants to do the deal.
How difficult is it to get those people done? Talk to us about the way this works now. If somebody falls into that category of somebody below that, that previous low number of like 520, Steve?
520 and below.
Yeah, I mean, the process is not much different, okay? All I need you to do is come in, bring 2 pay stubs with you, okay? And just an electric bill. And I know I can get you into a car. That's my promise to you.
Wow, Steve.
And he will. And let me tell you, again, this is not for everybody, but there are people out there that are either renting cars on a daily basis or they're doing these subprime leases, which you can never pay off at the end. They put you in for 48 months and just never have an end payment. You don't own the car. You end up paying all this money, $400 or $500 a month, and they said give you a bill at the end of 4 years for another $7,600.
Whoa.
It's bad situations in a lot of cases. Hey, again, some people need a car. Hey, not everybody lives on a bus line. Not everybody wants to take SEPTA. Nobody wants to bother their neighbor. Everybody wants to be a little independent today. You can't blame them. Okay, whatever happened, we have people that have, from what I've seen and what the bank reps are telling me, now these are people who have 2 and 3 multiple repos. Yeah. Doesn't make a difference, okay? Just started your job, lack of job time, multiple repossessions, bankruptcies, divorces. As tough as you might think it is, these banks that we've acquired with Nick's help are going to be able to take all that away. And watch, keep that car for 12 to 18 months like we tell all the people. start getting yourself back into the road to financial freedom. Get your FICO score up. As you're making those payments, your credit score is climbing. And then you come back and trade the car into me, and then we can put you into a different car, different situation, different bank, and help you out. But at least you get you started again with a respectful bank under respectful situations that we've had people, and Nick will tell you this. I had a lady the other day, we were talking, Nick was sitting at her desk. She's made 38 payments to this bank, and it wasn't even in the credit bureau. So she's making 38 payments that don't report to the credit bureau. For nothing. She was making it to a dealer. She got no credit for this.
Wow.
So she's right back to where she started with, and she was paying $412 a month for a car that she's not getting credit for.
No good.
This bank here reports to the credit bureau, these banks that we have, so you're going to be all set up. I wouldn't in no situations put you into a bad situation. I want you to come back after 12 to 18 months and rebuy a car from me. Nick's the specialist on this deal. He's the guy that have confidence in you. I have confidence in Nick. We're going to get these cars down the road. Give us an opportunity. Come in and pick out a car you want to buy for the holidays.
Yeah.
All right, like Nick says.
Christmas is coming up.
Right, Christmas is coming up. It's nice to be able to go to the neighbor, and they said, how in the hell did you get that car?
Hey.
Just go see Nick.
Yep.
Okay? Well, we like to refer to him just before Christmas as Saint Nick. Okay?
And we got the gifts too. You're
we
still
got
going to give him the gift, right? With the car.
We got Saint Nick, which is referred to as Santa Claus, but we call him Saint Nick here around the store. We've got the TVs, we got the PlayStations, we've got everything. We've got Saint Nick. We're going to make your dream come true. How nice is this being? Mommy's got a new car and the kid's in the back seat. Mommy, I got a new car. And Mommy, guess what? I got a PlayStation. Mommy, we got a brand new TV too. Compliments to Steve and St. Nick.
Hey.
Hey, okay, so Christmas comes early. Come on down here. Give us a shot this weekend. We're going to be testing these banks. Let us put them through the test. Bring the toughest situation you can bring me. We're going to take an opportunity at this particular time to test this bank, and we're going to see what we got here.
And by the way, Nick, before we say goodbye to you, during this event, especially with the banks you're bringing to the table, if Steve and the team can't get you approved, who can?
Nobody can.
Yeah, baby, let's go. It's going to be a November to remember at the all-new Devon Nissan. Remember, up to $10,000 cash back on Murano. Your choice, Pathfinders, Maximas, up to $7,000 back. Ultima and Sentra, up to $5,000 cash back. Not a lease, you own it, $199, brand new Kicks. It's 3 days and 3 days only, included with every purchase. 55-inch 4K TVs, a lot smarter than me. Multimedia player, PlayStation 4, Xbox. Credit amnesty. Credit amnesty. And remember, if I can't get you approved, nobody can. And don't forget, we're closer than you think. You know me, Philly. Just do the deal.
And here are the deals between now and the close of business Saturday. Steve, real fast, brand new Kicks. You own it, $199 a month. What do you say to that deal?
Just do the deal.
In addition to that, the 2000 brand new Murano. We've got up to $10,000 cash back in your pocket, and included with your purchase, a free gift. Steve, what do you say to that?
I've got 10,000 reasons why we just do the deal.
Maxima, and in addition to that, the Pathfinder. Steve, what's the deal there?
7,000 reasons why we're just going to do the deal.
In addition to that, we have the Ultima or Sentra. What's the deal there?
5,000 reasons, just do the deal.
And by the way, ladies and gentlemen, this weekend, not only is Steve doing the deal, but remember, now through the close of business Saturday, it's a November to remember. And why? Because if Steve cannot get you approved, who can?
Nobody can.
We'll see you here at the all-new Devon Nissan, where Steve loves to say,
just do the deal, and happy holidays. I'll be here this weekend. Come down and share some turkey with me.